November 38 Alpha Kilo Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. It's Saturday afternoon. We're sitting on the ramp at Frankfurt and we're going to head to a beautiful airport called Barcelona, Spain, and we're live on VATSIM. Let's get started.
Good afternoon, Eagle County Ground, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. We're at the ramp ready for taxi, runway 25. We'll take the apron, Alpha 3, Alpha, runway 25, hold short, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear to Ottawa, Leicester 2, runway 6 left, 0544, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear land, runway 7, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
I guess it would help if I wasn't muted. Let's try that again. Good afternoon, everybody. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody is doing absolutely wonderfully. If you have any questions, always jam them in the chat. We're always happy to answer your questions. We also want to make sure that if you guys want to find out more about what we've got going on, you can always go to YouTube, youtube.com/cockpitbuilders, as well as discord.io/cockpitbuilders. You can go to cockpitbuilders.com, or you can find us right here on Twitch at Cockpitbuilders. As well, you can even get us on Twitter at Cockpitbuilders. Pretty easy to find us. Really glad to have you guys all with us. We're doing an early afternoon stream instead of a night stream because we got something else going on later tonight, which we may or may not stream. We're not 100% sure. Sitting on the ground at Frankfurt. Really good to see you guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. We're on our way to Barcelona. It'll be our last trip. Once the airplane gets to Barcelona, we're going to load it on a boat and it'll head back to North America, and that will conclude our European tour. So without further ado, guys, we're going to contact get onto the ATIS frequency, get our ATIS for Frankfurt, and then we'll be able to get our clearance from the tower controller. Thank you very much for the follow, Levitating Gravity and Serious Gamer. Glad to have you guys on board with us. Like I said, we don't normally stream this early, but we'll do so, and in turn, we're going to pick up a few different people along the way. So guys, 118025 is where we're headed. Reading Ridge, good to see you.
07 right, clear and dry, more than 50% friction coefficient, good and good, runway 07 left, clear and dry, more than 50% friction coefficient, good and good, runway 18 damp, more than 50% friction coefficient, good and good.
Winds are showing 240, but I guess they're using the 07s.
Visibility 10 kilometers, clouds broken 3800 feet.
Thanks, Levitating.
-1.
Hey, Chili.
-3 QNH 1024.
How's it going, buddy?
No significant change. Frankfurt information, Romeo.
Romeo?
Out 2100 Zulu. Frankfurt information, Romeo. Mid report time 1850. Expect ILS approach runway 07 left or 07 right, runways in use 07 center, 07 left, 07 right and 18 surface condition, runway 07 right, clear and dry, more than 50% friction coefficient, good and good, runway 07 left, clear and dry, more than 50% friction coefficient, good and good, runway 18
good and
more
good.
than 50% friction coefficient, good and good.
Nasty newbie, how's it going, buddy?
Wind variable 19.
I've been pretty good, thanks.
Visibility 10 kilometers, clouds broken 3.
I've been doing pretty good.
Feet.
All right, so it looks like we got information, Romeo, and it is going to be the 7s that we're going to end up using, which is great news for me. I'm going to expect we're going to get 7 right, probably. Let's go ahead and get our clearance from the tower. 119.9.
And hold short November 7.
Lufthansa
5 Papa Kilo, hold short runway 07 center via November 5, Lima 17, hold short November 7. Delta November Papa, hold position.
Good afternoon, Frankfurt, KingAir, November 38 Alpha Kilo.
Guten Abend, Lufthansa 3, Echo, Information Romeo.
Oh, that didn't work. Our push to talk is not working. Shitballs! I had a little problem when I was starting the sim today, and it's going to cause a problem. I'm just trying to think of the quickest way to fix this. I know what the quickest way to fix this is. I'm just hoping I can fix it on the fly. Let's double check this isn't an FSUIPC issue. Hang on one sec. I have a plan. The last time this happened, it was an FSUIPC thing, and I just had to restart it. Let's see if I can double check.
Über Lima 14, QNH 1024.
Oh, it's definitely over here. Well, that's bizarre.
Ja, Delta November Papa, halten Sie Position.
Yeah, it's definitely not happy, actually. Let me double check to make sure that... Hang on one sec. I'll give you guys a different screen for just a quick second while I double check this.
Cross to Paterta, taxi via Lima 4, Lufthansa 44. Correction, hold short Lima 4.
Lufthansa 905, welcome to Frankfurt, taxi via Romeo, hold short Tango.
Roger, taxiing to Romeo, hold short Tango, Lufthansa 9. Frankfurt Tower,
God, I love it when VATSIM does that. I can't believe they still don't have it fixed.
Frankfurt Tower, hallo.
There is one hell of a delay to it, though. Weird why that's delayed like that.
34 via November 10, November 7.
That noise that's on VATSIM is absolutely horrible. All right, we're gonna restart the. FSUIPC here.
Delta Echo Alpha Lima Tango, are you ready to copy?
Delta Echo Alpha Lima Tango, go ahead.
Delta Echo Alpha Lima Tango, cleared München, where's the need to Sierra departure?
It's definitely got a problem with it. Oh, it did not like that.
Please say again departure route.
Cindy to Sierra.
I don't think it is chilly. I'm not sure if they know why it's happening. Alright, FSUIPC. Right there.
65 Whiskey, taxi to stand Victor 124 via Tango Lima November 1.
Let's see if that should fix it.
Tango Lima November 1, 65 Whiskey.
And we'll restart it.
Dann wird 6 Tango Romeo line up and wait for 7 center.
7 center line up, wait, Lufthansa 6 Tango Romeo.
Delta November Papa, continue taxi.
Alright, let's see if I restart the scripts, if that's going to fix our issue. If not, we could be dead in the water. Alright, let's see if we can restart the scripts.
Scandinavian 90303, taxi to waiting point runway 07, correction runway 18, November 3, Lima, and yeah, that's it.
Taxi holding for 1 via November 3 and Lima, Scandinavian 90303.
Good evening, Lufthansa 6 Alpha is 98 miles out, 07 right.
6 Alpha, Frankfurt Tower, hallo, und es kam.
Oh, of course. That's good. Yep, we're good. Good afternoon, Frankfurt, KingAir, November 38, Alpha Kilo.
Tango 6 Tango Romeo, wind is calm, 07 center, clear for takeoff.
07 center, clear for takeoff, 06 Tango Romeo.
Delta November, Papa, hold position. Delta November, Papa.
I wonder if he heard me. It transmitted.
Delta November, Papa, Frankfurt Tower.
Ja, ich halte die Position hier.
Wonder if he heard me.
Lufthansa 31 Alpha, welcome to Frankfurt. Taxi via Mike.
Make sure my audio device is correct.
Correction, Mike 24 and hold short 07 center.
Mike 24 and hold 07 center, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
It is.
5 Papa Kilo, line up in parade.
He should be able to hear me. There's no reason why he can't hear me.
Papa Kilo, line up in parade, 07 center.
Channel 6 Tango Romeo, contact Langrider 120.8, bye bye.
108, Lufthansa 6 Tango Romeo, ciao.
Good afternoon, Frankfurt, KingAir, November 38, Alpha Kilo.
38 Alpha Kilo, Frankfurt Tower, hello, I will call you back.
Apparently, he will call me back.
Channel 6 Alpha, A-firm, wind is calm, runway 07 right, clear to land.
I guess he's just a little busy, folks.
38 Alpha Kilo, are you ready to copy?
We're ready to copy for our IFR to Barcelona 8 Alpha Kilo.
38 Alpha Kilo, clear Barcelona by Aniki 9 Lima departure flight plan route, climb for at 4,000 feet, squawk 2140.
We're cleared to Barcelona via the Nick 1 Delta, departure 4,000 initially, and the squawk code 2100, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
38 Alpha Kilo negative, cleared Barcelona via Aniki 9 Lima departure, flight plan route, climb via sit 4,000 feet, squawk 2140.
The Aniki 9 Lima, initially to 4,000, 2140, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
38 Alpha Kilo, read back correct. Lufthansa 5 Papa Kilo, wind is calm, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Lufthansa 5 Papa Kilo, runway 07 center, clear for takeoff.
When they speak a little slower, it's a little easier to understand.
Alpha Lima Tango, request taxi.
2140 is in the transponder. 4,000 initially is set. Very busy here tonight.
18 via Romeo Sierra Delta.
4,000 initially, folks.
3 Echo Echo, so I forgot you will call you back in 10 to 15 seconds.
No, Barrett, Echo Echo.
It's generally why I fly in Canada mostly, just the right level of traffic. I don't mind the excitement of the European traffic. It's actually pretty awesome. It's just hard for me sometimes to understand the accents.
Bye-bye.
Just setting things up here. Now that they've given me my clearance, I know that I'm going to expect runway 7. Probably 7 right. Come on, speed. I'm almost there.
Left on the line below by on taxi bay Tango.
Tango 905.
There we go. And that's good. The only thing is the 9 Lima. Make sure that's the chart that I've got in here. 9. I picked 9 or 2 Delta, but it's going to be 9 Lima. So make sure we look at 9 Lima. We haven't put the departure in the FMC yet, so that makes it easier. Last night they had the overload event in EDDF, which was mad. I bet it was mad. 9 Lima. And Nick 9 Lima.
07 Center and Lima 14 and Lima. And hold short to where? Once again, from 21 Alpha.
Lufthansa 3-1 Alpha, hold short Lima.
Hold short Lima.
Wow, there's a lot of departures in here. They like to make things confusing.
Ready for taxi.
Yannick 9 Lima. Go back to the beginning. Haven't found it yet.
Speedbird 101, taxi to holding point high.
2 Alpha.
Holding point 18.
2 Delta 4 Echo.
Speedbird 101, hold short November 10.
Holding short November 10, speedbird 101.
Ready for taxi, Lufthansa 48.
Where the fuck is the 2 Delta 4 Echo again?
488, taxi to holding point runway 07 center via November 3 Lima.
Wow, why am I struggling to find it here? 1 X-ray, 1 Yankee, 2 Alpha.
Delta Tango Echo.
Ja, bitte beim ersten Mal das volle Call.
1 Lima.
Frankfurt Home, hello.
Oh, here we are. Aniki 9 Fox and 9 Lima. That's the one we want.
So 3-1 Alpha, taxi to stand Bravo 24.
Alright, so contact line radar when advised. 2 SIDs are also noise abatement procedures. Strict adherence within limits of aircraft performance is mandatory. Runway 18, expect close-in obstacles. Runway 18, wind shears and increased turbulences must be expected when winds are strong. Runway 18, do not turn before DER. For operation runway use concept, refer to 10-1 Papa. So it looks like he's going to give us probably 18. That's what I'm expecting. Runway 18. Climb on runway track to 800. So let's go back here. We want to go to route. Select. Looks like it's going to be runway 18. Departure is going to be the 9 Lima departure. Execute. Let's make sure that's going to look good on the plan. And it said do not turn before DER.
Sorry.
Ja, kein Ding, aber was tue ich hier?
The fuck is DER? But it is definitely 4,000, runway track to 800. Yeah, DER. Just at the end of the runway, I'm looking.
November 7, November 8, Lima 16, holding short of November.
Speedbird 101, continue taxi.
Oh, there it is.
Speedbird 101.
Okay. Exactly. In other words, fly the runway until you're up to 800 and then go. Thanks, Master Chief. European rules, slightly different. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. We're going to expect runway 18 apparently. It's going to be a long taxi, I think. Oh, departure end of runway? Oh, that pretty good fucking sense. Is it really? I've never heard the term before, Master Chief. Alright, let's go ahead and do our before start checklist, courtesy of wonderful individuals that sent me that. Alright, the interior master switch is off, the battery is on, annunciators have been tested already, fuel quantity is checked, pilot sub panel is checked, landing gear control lights, those have all been tested and they're all good. Hydraulic fluid sensors been tested, we're good. We'll turn the beacon light on, that's coming on. And co-pilot sub panel's been checked, cabin altitude warning has already been tested, the cabin differential warning's been tested, stall and landing gear warning's been tested, EPWS test is now going on.
Sink, too low gear, glide slope, minimum spank angle, 150, 40, 30, 20, 10. Wind shear.
The cockpit voice recorder has already been tested, so that's all good. So we're ready for engine start. And just before the engine start, we had to do the gen ties. That's all been closed. Propeller area is clear on both sides. Right ignition and engine start ready for go. Here we go. Batteries coming on. The nav lights, the beacon light is on. Props are all the way forward. Bleeds and blowers are off. Parking brake is set. And we're going to go ahead with start number 2. Here we go. We've got ignition start and 1 rotation. IT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Fuel pressure is good. Fuel pressure light went out. Oil pressure went out at 40 psi, which is where it is, and the turbine's beginning to spin, and in goes the fuel. We've got ignition through 23% N1 and climbing. There's 35%. IT's looking good, still in the green through 400 degrees. 1,000 degrees max on the ITT. There's 50% engine start, master caution.
Thank you.
Number 2's going to high idle. We'll switch over Gen 2. Gen 2's coming on. Gen 2, we pick up the load and the battery is good. We'll turn Gen 2 off, master caution. We'll go ahead and we'll spin number 1. Got number 1. Ignition start and 1 rotation. IT's rising, fuel pressure's good. Oil pressure's coming up and climbing. At 40 psi, the oil pressure light will go off. There it goes. N1's looking good. The turbine's beginning to spin, and in goes the fuel.
Delta Echo Alpha Lima Tango, wind 26, 4 degrees, 2 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
30% N1, ITT looks good.
Delta Echo Alpha Lima Tango, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Speedbird 101, line up at weight, runway 18.
Lining up,
50% starter cutout, master caution.
Yeah, Rio 1.
Switch over to the left generator. Generator 1 comes on. We pick up the load, share it with Gen 2. Gen 2 is going off. Gen 2 picks up the load and splits it with Gen 1. Gen 1 off. Gen 2 picks up the load. Everything is clear. Avionics, pitot heat, windshield heat, auto feather, auto ignition. Bleeds and blowers are going back on, and we adjust the temperature accordingly. Tail light is going on, prop sync is going on. We'll just double check the after start checklist and make sure we didn't miss anything.
Hotel, correction 99 Hotel, Frankfurt Tower, hello, number 2 for clearance.
Alright, electrical systems we've checked. Avionics masters on, interior master switches as required. Master panel and cockpit lights are on. Mic switches are on normal. Cabin lights are as required. Furnishing switch, we are on inverter 2. Cabin signs are on. Standard configuration, no smoking. Seatbelt signs is done. EFIS display, the initialization is complete. That is correct. Exterior lights are on as required. Overspeed warning's been tested. Brake disc de-ice if installed as required. Outside air temperature doesn't require it, but we have checked it. It does enunciate. Prop sync is on, which is correct. TCAS, ooh, forgot that. Let's go ahead. Put the TCAS on. TAWS test has been completed. Emergency frequency is not on. EGPWS has been tested and is on pre-flight. TAWS is also on pre-flight. Engine instruments, we've got blue over brown, blue over brown, blue over green. Everything's looking good there. We've got 068, 068, and 068 on all instruments. Altimeters are all set. Altimeter setting is 1024. According to the METAR, that is correct. Flaps are up, and the flight controls are free and correct, and we'll check that one more time. Actually, this one is not correct. The others are correct, but this one is not correct. And we'll do a little pushback here. Just a little bit. We'll back up just a little bit. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us.
Are you ready to copy?
FM, Regio 1.
Regio 1, cleared destination Düsseldorf via Maroon 5 Echo, departure out of runway 07 right, climb by asset 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Regio 1 cleared destination Düsseldorf via Maroon 5 Echo, departure runway 07 right, initial climb by asset 5,000 feet and squawk 1,000, Regio 1.
Regio 1, read back correct.
Lufthansa 3 Echo, Echo for taxi.
3 Echo Echo, taxi to holding point runway 07, center by Lima 19, report ready.
Houston Center Lima 19, recall ready, this is 3 Echo Echo.
That looks pretty good there.
Are you ready to copy IFR clones?
Parking brake is set.
Dann so 99er Hotel, cleared knees via Aniki 9 Lima departure, flight plan route, climb via set 4000 feet, squawk 1000.
Sorry, can you repeat the squawk again? Lufthansa 99 Hotel.
Lufthansa 99 Hotel, squawk 1000.
Cleared knees via the Annex 2 Alpha departure, climb 4000 feet via SID and squawk 1000, Lufthansa 99 Hotel.
Lufthansa 99 Hotel, readback correct. Speedbird 101, contact Langenräder 120, decimal 8, bye-bye.
1208, Speedbird 101, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Alpha, same for you, contact Langenräder 120, decimal 8, safe flight, goodbye.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Alpha, Langenräder 120, decimal 8, sir.
Frankfurt, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, we're at Sierra 11, runway 18, ready to taxi with information, Romeo.
138 Alpha Kilo, taxi to holding point, runway 18, via Sierra 16, Romeo and Sierra.
Sierra 16, Romeo and Sierra for runway 18, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Affirm.
Lufthansa 3 Echo Limo 9, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 3 Echo. Echo, wind is calm, runway 07, center cleared for takeoff.
Sierra 16, Romeo and Sierra.
Are you ready to copy?
So,
Ready to copy, ready to Charlie.
8 Victor Charlie, cleared
where is Sierra 16?
and squawk 2114.
Sierra 10.
Goodbye, ready to Charlie.
Oh, maybe that's a 16. There it is. Sierra 16 to Romeo, which is behind us. So we're going to spin around to the right to Romeo and take Romeo to Sierra, which is perfect. So we're going to do an intersection departure, apparently.
Goodbye, ready to Charlie.
Intersection departure. Perfect. Works for me. We don't need the whole thing anyways. So we'll taxi around to the right. I know you don't use it, but how does MobiFlight fit into the equation? So, Eric, MobiFlight would take place of the Lewis scripts that I use. All right, parking brake is off. Here we go, folks. We'll go around to the right.
Maroon 5 Echo, not Aniki, Maroon.
Holding point, runway 18 via Sierra 16, Romeo, Sierra. Here we go, folks. KingAir, November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Why does my rudder not seem to be... Oh, there it goes. Trim is set. This is Sierra 16. And this next one is Romeo.
Lufthansa 5 Uniform X-ray taxi to stand Alpha 8.
It's possible the Lewis script makes the MobiFlight makes the Arduino code. That's possible, but I always thought that MobiFlight actually took place in the Lua.
November 10, November 7 and crossing 07 center, Lufthansa 5.
Interesting, the chart says I'm on Sierra 16. That sign says Sierra 14.
120.8, safe flight, goodbye.
123, danke, Boy, Lufthansa 3 Echo.
And while we're taxiing, I do have to check what the transition altitude is here.
Lufthansa Cargo 8455, Frankfurt Tower, hello, wind is calm, runway 07 right, clear to land.
Good, then 07 right, Lufthansa Cargo 455.
I guess I'll know when he gives me the flight levels. Alright, fuel check is good. I can carry on with the before takeoff checklist maybe as we're going here. Before takeoff, avionics and radar, that has been checked. Pressurization has been set, flight level 230. Autopilot has been checked and is set. LNAV is armed. Yaw damper has been checked. Electric pitch trim has been checked. Trim tabs are set. Engine control friction locks have been set. Flaps, we'll go flaps 1. That's set. Overspeed governor check. Let's check that really quick here now. Watch the governors kick in here. Yep, governors work. 1680 to 1980, let's say. Master caution. Auto feather, we have checked. Manual propeller feathering, we just did that as well. Vacuum and de-ice pressures, they have been checked. Engine anti-ice, let's put those bad boys on. Ice protection equipment, if required, outside air temperature is 0. We'll go ahead and put those on. We will turn them off for departure though. And verify they illuminate. They do, and they're back off. Fuel quantity, that has been checked. Flight and engine instruments have also been checked. We're going to do a rolling takeoff, so we will do that. V1 108, VR 115, V2 121. That is checked. And now all we have is our before takeoff final items. ATC wants to know if the freaking coffee maker is on. She is now. Well, Eric, that's why I don't like to rely on third-party stuff, just because you never know if they go out of business, then I'm fucked, right? A long little taxi here. Try and keep the speed up on it. Yeah, exactly. Kept Sim Corner, you're 100% right.
Lufthansa Cargo 8455, left Mike, Mike 2007 Center.
Left Mike 20, Hotel 07 Center, Lufthansa Cargo 8455.
Try and catch the departure frequency here.
Regio 1, request push and start.
Regio 1, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Regio 1.
See if he's gonna win. He gives the next guy clearance for takeoff. I'll see if I can pick up or catch the departure frequency because I can't see it from where I'm at.
Speedbird 987, hello. Information Romeo on board requesting IFR clearance to Düsseldorf. Speedbird 987, Romeo correct, lead Düsseldorf via Maroon 5 Echo departure flight plan route. Climb fast at 5,000 feet, squawk 21, correction 2521. Speedbird 987 cleared, Düsseldorf via Maroon 5 Echo departure flight plan route. Climb via set initial climb 5,000 feet and squawk correction 2521. Spirit 987, Feedback korrekt, nicht anstecken lassen von mir. Spirit 987, ich versuche.
Just getting ready to depart here, guys, so I'm not talking too much to the chat or too much in general because I'm trying to listen to these guys.
November 14, November 13.
Of course, 07 and Lima 17, November 14, November 13. And quick question, you want us to cross runway 07 at Mike 28?
Ja, Lufthansa Cargo 8455, dann Mike 28, cross 07 Center, Lima 16,
oh no.
Lima, November 14, November 13. Hast ein klein bisschen mehr Kurven drin.
Okay, danke. We'll call Lufthansa Cargo.
Thanks for the follow. On Witches Gal. And Joey Bolo, thank you very much for the follow.
Number 38, Alpha Kilo, are you ready for departure?
Yep, just a couple of seconds there. We'll let you know when we're ready to go, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Roger, danke, thank you.
.20 taxi. Well, yeah, that's what it looks like. 14 knots, 13, 14. Ground speed 12 knots. I still didn't hear a departure frequency, but I'm sure he's going to give it to me in the air. That's just going to be a check when we get going. All right, final checks before takeoff. Engine auto ignition is on. Exterior lights are ready to go. And ice protection is on, windshield anti-ice is on, stall warning and heat and pitot heat is all on. Transponder is selected, props confirmed full forward, trim is set, flaps are set. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Oh, no it's not. Environmental bleed air switches, those are going off. Outside air temperature is below 10 degrees, so that's one interesting thing. ECS mode is as required, cockpit cabin blower is off, cabin temperature, interior lights as required, generator load. The load is good on the generators, and the ammeter is also good, and the annunciators are off or considered, which is correct. Before takeoff checklist is complete. So now the takeoff checklist, brakes, let's just do a quick brake check. Brakes work, that's good. And power levers be the set. The rolling takeoff is what we're doing, so that's good. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Don't run out of fuel now. No, exactly. And Frankfurt Tower, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, we're ready to go at Sierra runway 18.
November 38 Alpha Kilo, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Windows calm and clear runway 18, takeoff, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, thanks. Alright, landing lights, they're going on. Strobe lights are going on. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Both engines are going to high idle.
Regio 1, request taxi.
Are you are you able for Romeo 11 departure?
All right, here we go.
Ja, kein Problem. Wir sind sehr klein unterwegs heute, Region.
Engines increased to the detent. Both engines are stable. Brakes released. Takeoff power is set. Governors kick in. Airspeed is alive and on both sides. That's checked. Both engines are good.
80 knots.
80 knots, check, continue.
V1, rotate, V2.
Pause rate. Gears coming up. Oh no. Props are coming back. Excelsior Simulators rating with a party of 6. Thank you very much for the raid. Good to see you. Props at 1550. Power's coming back. Really appreciate the raid. Thank you very much and welcome.
Contact Langrider 120.8.
Over to departure on 121.8, King Air 8 Alpha Kilo.
138 Alpha Kilo 128.
120.8, King Air 8 Alpha Kilo.
Info.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day. Over to departure, 8 Alpha Kilo. Oops, too high. That's better. Good afternoon. Departure King Air November 30 off Alpha Kilo off runway 18, level at 4,000.
Number 38 Alpha Kilo Langrider identified. Climb via SID flight level 130.
Climb via the set flight level SID flight level 130 King Air 8 Alpha Kilo. Ooh. 130. Come on. That is touchy. I gotta fix that. It is too damn touchy.
Fraction 228, turn left heading 230.
Second left 230, fraction 228.
Replica? I'll just disconnect from VATSIM. You're too much, dude. I love you to death, man. You're awesome. I don't know why this is... Ooh, that doesn't help. We're a little speed's a little fast. Not sure why this thing feels so fucking heavy right now. What the hell are you doing? Microsoft did an update today. I'm hoping that's not got something to do with it. You had a shitty week, buddy? I'm sorry to hear that.
Fraction 228, turn left heading 100, clear that is 075.
Left 100, clear by 075, right, fraction 228.
Yeah, the encoder's touchy and my programming. I tried to do a
KingAir 38 Alpha Kilo, contact Langrider 127.725.
127.725, King Air 8 Alpha Kilo.
that we were multi-ed.
Fridge and went and washer and dryer went all at the same time. Really? That sucks. Dude, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I've had shit like that happen before. Excelsior Simulations, how's everybody? Happy to be able to raid you tonight. Thanks very much, man. Appreciate it. Been a fan of your content for some time. Happy to be able to spread some support your way. Well, I appreciate the raid, man, and welcome to your viewers 100%. All right, switching to standard.
Radar dash 2790, level 2790 Lang radar, good day, identified.
Good afternoon, Langen. King Air, November 3rd at Alpha Kilo. We're through 11, or flight level 110 for 130.
November 3 at Alpha Kilo, Lang radar, good day, identified. Climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230, King Air, 8 Alpha Kilo.
Going 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, report Mach number. Mach number is 0.78. Roger. Lufthansa 4, Echo, Echo, Mach point 74.
Replica, if I owned a gun, it probably would have pulled the trigger. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I hope you're fucking kidding. Dude, that shit happens, you know that. Alright. Bleeds and blowers are back on. Auto feather, auto ignition, landing lights, they're off. And we can go ahead and do our climb checklist now. Bleed air valves open. Oh, it's a work phone call. Hang on one sec, guys. Gotta be kidding me.
Lufthansa 974, contact Lang 120.8 on. 120.8, danke, tschüss.
Langenhader, guten Abend. Hearing 5 Kilo, flying at passing 24, climbing 30.
Hearing 5 Kilo, Langenhader, identified, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, hearing 5 Kilo. Radar Lufthansa 170, on flight level 240.
Lufthansa 170, Langenhader, identified. Descent flight level 130, cleared Kerak, one Delta arrival.
Langen departure, King Air 8 Alpha Kilo. I gotta make a work call, guys, sorry. As soon as I gotta find out if I can leave the frequency for a second. Yeah, sorry to bother you, sir. I need to make a phone call. Would it be alright if I go off frequency for a couple of minutes, or do you need me to just go offline?
It's okay, report back.
I'll report back, King Air 8 Alpha Kilo. Okay, guys, no, work never knows I'm flying. Alright, pick your weapon. Which screen do you guys want? Which screen do you guys want while I'm on the phone? Leave you with the front view, maybe?
2062 on the box for Roma Airways 1029.
We'll leave you guys with the front view. Alright, I'll be as quick as I can, guys, but work has to be a priority, unfortunately. 4400. Alright, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Hold the fort.
Radar, guten Abend, Regio 1, climbing flight level 130, passing 110, inbound Odaka.
Regio 1, Langenhader, identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Regio 1.
Alpha Romeo Charlie 1, 2, correction 1029er identified. Proceed direct aspect.
Direct aspect, Roma Airways 109. Tag, Lufthansa 423, Heavy, flight level 390, ready for descent.
Lufthansa 423, land hello, identified, descent flight level 230, cleared, Unoko 1 Delta arrival.
Lufthansa 423, descent flight level, sorry, say again, descent cleared, Unoko 1 Delta.
Descent level 230.
Lufthansa 423, descent flight level 230.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo reduce Mach 0.70 now. Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo reduce Mach reduce speed Mach 0.70.
Reduce Mach decimal 70, Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo.
Your wings is 6 and Juliet contact land 135, decimal 650 Roger.
135, 650 Roger, Juliet.
Lufthansa 170, contact land radar 120 decimal 8.
120 decimal 8, danke, ciao. Lufthansa 170.
Your wings 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, descent flight level 250, good have descent 2000 feet per minute.
Descending to flight level 250 and rate of descent 2000 per minute, Eurowings 3 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo, descent flight level 260.
Descent to flight level 260, Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo.
Delta Sierra Kilo 947, Unicum 122, decimal 8.
And I want to use my dash line, Bristol.
Sunway Down over, and fixed level passing flight level 267, descending 250 inbound Kirax.
Ryanair 6 to Lima, Langalo identified, cleared, Kirax 1 Delta arrival.
Kirax 1 Delta arrival, Ryanair 6 Lima.
Lufthansa 423, descent flight level 110.
Lufthansa 423, descent flight level 110.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo for separation, turn left heading 250.
Lang radar Goodle, Giant 721, flight level 340 with you.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo for separation, turn left heading 250. Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo lang.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo, go ahead.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo, third call, descent, turn left heading 250 for separation.
Turn left heading 250, Lufthansa 4 Echo Echo.
Giant 721, squawk 1000. Giant 721, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Giant 721.
Dash 973, descent flight level 310. Dash 973, descent level 310.
Oh, is that for Dash 173?
Negative. Dash 973 lang.
Dash 973, say again.
Dash 973, descent level 310.
Descent flight level 310, Dash 973.
Easy 2 to November, contact Langen 120 decimal 8. Correction, Easy 2 to November, contact Langen 135 decimal 650.
Contact Langen 135.650, easy to November. And sorry for the beginning.
Flag on radar, hello, speedbird 109, flight level 390.
Speedbird 109, alarm, hello, identified. Ryanair 6 to Lima, descent flight level 130.
Descent level 130, Ryanair 6 to Lima.
Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo, turn right, direct Arctic. Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo. Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo.
Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, please listen carefully, turn right, direct Arctic.
Right, direct Arctic, Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo.
Okay, year 1, contact Langen 135, Lufthansa 650, roger.
135, 650, Ricky 1, danke, ciao.
Langen radar, speedbird 987, hello, flight level 81, climbing 130, inbound Uruga.
Speedbird 987, Langen, hello, identified, climb flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, speedbird 987.
Wing 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, report indicated airspeed.
Indicated airspeed 270 for Eurowings 3 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Roger, keep that speed, please.
Keep speed, Eurowings 3 Whiskey Foxtrot.
All right, guys, we're back. Interesting that the smoking camera doesn't work, but we're not going to worry about that now. My boss might call me back, but other than that, I think we're good to go.
Uniform dash 923, bye-bye. Giant 721 identified.
See if I can go back into it. There we go. You guys can hear me okay?
Dash 173, descent flight.
All right.
310.
Back into the cockpit we go.
Archer flight 1310-173.
Lufthansa 4, Echo Echo, report indicated airspeed.
Indicated airspeed is 285 knots.
Oh crap. It should be alright. I don't know why that came out. I rolled my wheel mouse.
Speed 270 knots. Speed 270, Leipzig 998.
Center 6218 with you, flighting 340, climbing 350, inbound Takeoff.
Swiss 218, Lango Day, squawk 2126.
Squawk 2126, Swiss 218.
And center KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
November 3 Alpha Kilo.
Yeah, we're back with you, sir. I just want to let you know we're back on comms. Sorry about that delay.
Roger, no problem. Lufthansa 423, contact Langen 120, destinate to Landung, ciao.
Lufthansa 423, 108, Langen, tschüss.
Yeah, Wing 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, contact Langen 135.
Whoops. Smoking room camera is fucked, isn't it? Not sure why that is. I won't worry about it now, but we'll have to fix that later. It was working, now it's not.
Request descent, Romeo West 1029.
Alpha Romeo Charlie 1029, descent flight level 250.
Alright, prop torque's not quite right. Let's get that sorted out. Get everything back under control. Sorry about that, guys. Work always takes a priority, unfortunately. Even on Saturdays.
2005, permanent, 15 minutes, Roma Airways 109.
This is 218, identified. Dash 173, no further ATC available, Unicom 122.8 mile.
Flying Fox, yeah, it is. It's a Brio, but normally it works just fine. But for some reason, it's having a bit of an issue today. Enough said, though. All right, we're direct Mopen now. All right, let's do our cruise checklist. Cruise power is set. Cruise torque is set. Auto feather is off, which is correct. ECS mode not required. Engine instruments, we're monitoring them. Fuel gauges, we're monitoring them. And the cruise checklist is complete. Oh, wait, I'm lying to you. There's more crews. It's regarding ice accumulation. We're good on the left and good on the right. Windshield heat is on high, which is normal. Left and fuel, right vent heat. Oops, we'll put those bad boys on. Stall warning heat is on. Wing ice lights on. Alternate static source not required for abnormal procedures only. And the cruise checklist is complete. Flying Fox, sometimes they're a pain in the ass. I will admit, sometimes not so much. Crap. I took my pen. I need my pen, damn it. I need multiple pens, and I don't understand why I keep taking them and why they disappear. That's the other thing I'm not super happy about, is when your pen fucks off on you. Oh, did you, Flying Fox? Is that how you keep them out of from running away on you? I don't even know what this... Oh, I know what this is. I shouldn't be writing on this, but oh well. It's kind of funny because it's interesting because I have to have notes with me all the time when I'm flying on VATSIM. Oh, a little bit of wind shear there. If I take them out, I know that's where they should be returned. What I need is a bunch of those little magnetic or clip-on pen holders along the MIP glare shield so that there's always a pen within range. I've watched multiple real-world pilots and they all have a ton of pens all over the place. $508 miles to go to the airport, guys. I'm not sure which departure they're going to give me. I did file one. Whether or not they give me that one or not, I don't know. Thanks very much for being here, guys. November 30, 8 Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Is there a storm system over Spain right now? That's handy. Over to 122.8 Unicom. Thanks for the ATC. KingAir, November 30, Alpha Kilo.
Left direct APEC.
128.8? 128.8. 122.8. Fuck, I can never remember. 122.8. We're POSCON's 122.950. Are you kidding me again? Fuck's sakes. Hang on. You guys have absolutely no idea how frustrating it is. People seem to think when you're at work that you're just literally sitting around by the phone waiting for them to call and use you. Fuck, I hate that more than anything. That is so frustrating. Oh, well, what do you mean you're not just sitting there waiting for us to call you and ask you to do things? Because it's fucking Saturday? I don't work on Saturdays. But they seem to think that I'm at their beck and call, and it begins to get a little frustrating sometimes, I'll tell you that much. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well, enjoying their Saturday. Hopefully no more interruptions for the rest of the flight. Seems that the passengers are always needing something. 479 miles, guys, to the airport. Yeah, exactly, Replica. Some days that's what I feel like, but I mean, we're all in the position where we have to help out, but fuck me, some days, I'll tell you. It is nice to be needed, but like I said, I also like my own personal time, you know what I mean? No, nothing crashed, just reading rich people from work bothering me. I got another aircraft down low right in front of me. I can see his strobes. Trevor's boss is pissing off. Actually, no, that's the worst part. It wasn't my boss. $122.8. That's why I screwed that up. There we go. Absolutely, Flying Fox. You can ask anything you like. Oh, Reading Rich, your net crashed. Oh, dude, sorry to hear that. Absolutely, you're totally...
Traffic, citation November 29er, Zulu Romeo on the roll 33, downwind, departure to the south.
Sounds like a Master Chief. Alright, so now that we got that sorted out, let's see what we're going to come across for VATSIM ATC on the way, the rest of the way. Oh, hang on one sec. I'll give you a post. Excelsior, hang on. A permit. It wasn't a link? Well, I'll give you one anyways. Oh, thanks, Disavowed. Try it again. Post it again. Just in case. It seemed to think it was a link. We're totally out of his airspace. Oh, really? I have no idea what the hell that is. Wow, I've never even heard of that. No, so Flying Fox, yes, I'm running Flight Sim 2020, and using NVIDIA Surround, I have joined all three projectors to just one monitor, 5740 by 1080 resolution, and I also use wonderful software by Fly Elise NG, and they create what's called Immersive Display Pro, which is a warping software to allow me to put it all onto a curved screen, and it handles the correction on the graphics to make it like as if it was a flat screen, but it's curved. It's very, very good. But it's 100% 2020, and it works on multiple projectors because system thinks it's one projector. So it looks on the way to Barcelona, guys. It looks like we got nothing between here and there unless they come online. All right, Lutix is next on about a 220, 230 heading, give or take. Over to Barcelona. Doesn't look like there's anything between us and Barcelona. It's looking pretty good though here. Engine torque is good. Props are good. Fuel is good. Fuel flow is good. Fuel pressure is good. Scenery looks pretty good too. Not too bad. A little bit of bumpiness. No, I haven't, Replica. It's just that's why the donation goal is still up. I didn't even think about it. I've been busy this week. It's been really crazy. Absolutely incredibly crazy. Things that work this week. Like, remember, I was off for 2 weeks, right? So I was off for the holidays, and then I went back. I went back to work, and of course this week everything was fucked. I used to use Fly Lease NG with my simulator, so that part I'm familiar with. I was just interested on how you managed to get 2020 to work on multiple projectors. Didn't even know that NVIDIA has that kind of a feature. Oh, absolutely. If you right-click on your NVIDIA control panel and open it up, you can say configure surround, and it allows you to configure all three separate projectors and make them one big projector. Absolutely. And Replica, I will let you know. Apparently the range isn't that great on them, but I think I'll be okay with the setup I have here. It should be okay. Apparently the headphone portion of them is second to none. The microphone is probably better than this, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What I needed to do is get something that would just sound a little better, and what's really cool about the Sennheisers is they have dual volume controls, so you can separate your Discord from your game sounds. So you could bring up your Discord or turn down your game sounds right on the headset. These are supposed to last 30 hours, and the Sennheisers I think are 20 hours. But I'll let you know, absolutely. Replica, I have. I got David Clark's, I have everything, but the problem is, when I started streaming, everybody said that, and I've even got Real Aviation jacks in here, and it's all set up. But everybody that would come into the stream say, your headset mic sounds crap, it makes my ears bleed. So I was like, well, that's just what a Real Aviation headset sounds like. And they say it sounds like garbage. I can't listen to that. So what I wanted was the in-ear Bose. The actual aviation headset, but the in-ear Bose headsets, the bone conducting, they go in your ear, little strap around the back of your neck. And they are expensive, absolutely, but that's what I wanted, and then I could use them at World Flight or whatever. But I definitely wanted the in-ear Bose, but it's going to sound like an aviation headset, so everybody complains about it, says it makes their ears bleed. Like, I don't know what to say. You can't keep everybody happy. Yeah, Replica likes to help out in the channel, so Excelsior, hopefully that's gonna work for you. I'm hoping it's gonna work for you anyways. We're making pretty good progress here, guys. Clipping her along, 364 over the ground. Exactly, Reading Rich. You're 100% right. When people want real, people always want real until they get real, and then they don't want it. In MS-20, how do you edit the time so it's not connected to your system time? I don't know. I always change the time to daylight when I'm flying, and I'm not sure how you get it to be system time or not. Master Chief Pilot says, in aviation, I think it's acceptable to sometimes struggle to understand what is being said. However, as a streamer, audience doesn't want to listen to that for 2 or 3 more hours. Well, that's potentially true as well. It is real, though. Whoa, why are we climbing all of a sudden? Did I just hit an updraft or something? The fuck? What the hell was that all about? Oh, replica, that's pretty cool. Honeycomb throttle by March. See if we can get this back straightened out again. Wow, I don't know what the fuck happened there. What the hell are you doing? Airplane, I've never seen the airplane do that before. I think it has something to do with this 32 knot tailwind that's causing problems. There, she's happy now. Yeah, 31 knots is not bad. I'm okay with that. Make sure that that all looks like it's supposed to. Oh, really? Excelsior? I didn't realize that. Like I said, I don't use real time anyway. I just use whatever time I want it to be. Guys, thanks very much for being here on a Saturday, November 30th, Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. As soon as we're done the stream, we'll upload it to YouTube. YouTube.com/cockpitbuilders. that'll get you where you guys want to be. If you want to check out the VODs, you can always review them. I think there's less commercials on YouTube than there is on Twitch. But please definitely make sure that you're able to get in to see us and our videos. Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified in YouTube when we post a new video. Definitely want your subscription on YouTube. Trying to get the subscription numbers up there. One day, you never know, we might end up just moving the stream to YouTube. Rose Mobile, good afternoon to you too, sir. Rose Mobile subscribing at tier 2. That's 4 months now. How's my friend Rose Mobile? Good to see you. Appreciate you 100%, Rose Mobile. Thank you, man. Got 2 aircraft coming directly for us. Yeah, the yoke would be absolutely reading rich, the least of your problems probably. Replica Gaming, $10. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. We've lost the captain's side and navigation display. The captain's ND is gone. Thank you very much, Replica Gaming, for your support for the channel. We appreciate that 100%. We'll just have to make do with the first officer side. That's excellent. 122.8 is the frequency. Engines are looking pretty good. Fuel flow is good. Monitoring the fuel pressure and fuel flow, and the fuel quantity is all good. There is another aircraft. Oh, that's actually a runway that I can see through the clouds down there. Quite a distance. The strobes. I don't think you should be able to see the strobes quite so far away. I don't think you should be able to see them that far out. Another $10, Replica Gaming. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. And it looks like we lost the captain's side PFD now. So Captain PFD gone, or sorry, Captain ND, First Officer PFD, all gone. Wow. Well, that's okay. We kind of can look kitty corner now. Replica, you're funny. Appreciate you, man, and your support. Oh, shit, another one. Replica Gaming 2, once again, with another $10 donation, and I have absolutely no idea what that did. No idea what happened. Oh, so Reading Rich, POSCON had some issues with one. They were trying to. The reason for the ATC event was to try a new feature. Oh, Replica, you're not supposed to tell me that. You're supposed to make me wonder in suspense. They were trying to do a test on a new piece of software, but they had one little limitation with it that was preventing them from doing it, and it's kind of a cart before the horse. You couldn't do this without this, and we couldn't do this without that, we couldn't do this without that. So they basically agreed that because it wasn't quite going to work the way they wanted it to, they were just going to push it off to a future date. And I'm like, well, you guys should have done the ATC event anyways, and then it would have been cool. And they basically said, no, we'll just bypass it for now. And I said, okay. I will always, and I mean always, be so jealous of this setup. Thanks, Stewie. I appreciate that. Replica Gaming with another $10 donation, and now we've lost the captain's PFD is out. So all we're left with is the standby PFD, the standby instruments. So there you go, right there, Replica. You got it all. That's handy. Always a handy addition. You're gonna get the other one? So then I have to fly with Navigraph? No, the standby can't fail. That's the only one that can't fail. The standby can't go. $10 Replica Gaming. Thank you very much for the $10 donation, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully there is no IMC at the destination or I'm fucked. Not sure what you got that time, Replica. Thank you very much, sir. You're a very big supporter of the channel and the community. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, if there's IMC, I'm screwed. I do get localizer and glide slope on the standby, though, but it's really hard to fly with your eyes to the right. Eltman, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Thanks, Saminus. That's really going to be helpful for me. Not gonna tell you this one? Okay, thanks, man. Judai Flyer, thank you very much. Or Jordy Flyer, maybe? Thank you very much for the follow. Holy shit, $10 Replica Gaming with another donation. Appreciate your donation, sir. Making the flight even more entertaining as we scooch across the sky. They are skiing in the streets of Madrid, etc. Oh shit. Well, that's good because I don't have a weather radar anyways. I wouldn't be able to see it. No. I can bring it up here. If you need to make it, me to make it bigger, I can make it bigger too. I can make a full screen, Master Chief. Just let me know. Oh, you mean if you're looking for it? Thanks for the follow, Jazz905. Appreciate that. Holy shit, Replica Gaming. Thank you very much for the donation. That's $50, and we just, the left engine's rolling back. Left engine is now rolling back and flame out. So we're gonna pull the power back on the left engine, and we're gonna grab the fuel cutoff on the left engine, and we're gonna feather the left engine for a few minutes and let that bitch cool down. Obviously, when the left engine fails, we go to the right rudder to compensate. Jazz905, thanks very much. The build's pretty awesome, but right now it's going through some donation failures thanks to the amazing work of Replica Gaming. Gusts to 40 at Barcelona right now? Why did I pick this airport? Looking at about $45,000 US, Jazz. Madrid's been closed for most of today? Oh boy. Alright, let's give this a restart try. The temperature is good, so we'll go ahead and unfeather the prop. And ignition start. And windmilling, there we go. Let's put in the fuel. Oh shit, I screwed myself with the generators kicked off. I lost the NDs now. We lost the navigation displays, and we got the first officer side PFD back with the generator. The generator, when the generator went off for the engine failure, we lost everything else we lost the NDs, the navigation displays are gone, but we did get the PFD back. But it's the first officer size. You won't cause no more? What, because I've got no navigation now? You're funny, dude. You can have as much fun as you want. I know that I enjoy it for the fun. We just lost Sim Toolkit? Alright. Alright, let me, I'm gonna go for a smoke break anyways. Thanks very much for hanging with us, guys. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. Happy Saturday. Joey Bolo, this is entertaining. Well, that's the idea, Joey. She's supposed to be entertaining. If it wasn't, oh shit, I dropped my pen. If it wasn't entertaining, then nobody would watch the stream. So we do our best to make it as entertaining as we can for the individuals that are hanging out with us. And we love it. Hey, Drone, how's it going, buddy? All right, now while we have a smoke, nope, replica, not a 50. All right, so let me see if I can get this working again. That's a ton of backup pens. Yeah, it certainly is. All right, let me see if I can get the Brio back on here. Let's see if I can get the Brio back. Look at that. She's back. Yes, it's lots of backup pens. Replica gaming is absolutely incredible. Now, the other... Oh, and you guys don't see the PFD and the ND on this screen because Replica made them go away. Oh, let me do that one next. Disavowed. I'm sorry, that was one way of reminding me. Porky Piggin 55 coming in with a tier 1 subscription. That's 3 months in a row for you, sir. Thank you very much, Porky Piggin 55, for the support in the channel. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, the landing rate. So what have we got going in there? We've got winds 050 at 25, gusting to 41. A few clouds at 2600, broken at 55. Temperature is 8, dew point is 3. Altimeter is going to be 1006. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I think the 41 knots is a killer for sure. You're fucked with gusts of up to 41. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Walkabout, thank you very much for the follow. And AC 4060, or Canada 4060 maybe. Thank you very much for the follow. How's it going? Just taking a 2-second break, guys. We'll be back in the cockpit in just 2 minutes. Reason you can't see the PFD and the ND on this screen is because by the donations, Replica Gaming has taken away our PFD and our ND. We've also lost a couple other features. So now we got to try and figure it out as we go. No, he's not. He's not an asshole. That will be an 11-knot crosswind component coming in on the 7s. Yeah, my plan was to go in on the 7, Master Chief. Rooftop Barbecue. I'm sorry that you missed Wednesday night stream, sir. We went into Frankfurt, which is what you requested. You don't know who... New Tesla. I haven't actually got it yet. I ordered it. It should be in Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll start. Rooftop Barbecue subscribing with 2 months with Twitch Prime. Thanks, Rooftop. Love the support, guys. Thank you so much. The support from you guys is awesome. So, new Tesla, I ordered the vape stuff. It hasn't come in yet. I'm expecting it Monday or Tuesday, maybe. So it's coming. Yeah, Rooftop. It was specifically for you. Thunderic Mech TV. Thank you very much, sir, for the follow. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, ask me about it again in March, Tesla, because I still haven't set a quit date yet. But it's gonna happen. Yeah, Replica, you think we should get a hype train going? We don't. You're the best. Rooftop. The stay at Frankfurt was okay. The controllers were a little nasty at first because I didn't realize when you fly into Europe, they actually assign you the star that they want. So I wasn't really prepared for that, but we got it sorted out. And that's right, Replica, you're 100% right. It was when I landed in I didn't land in the Bering Sea, man. You crashed my ass face first into the Bering Sea. But Rooftop, and then leaving Frankfurt was a little hard to understand the accents on the controllers, but we got her figured out. It was good. Yeah, I was on the way. Notice we never went back, Porky Piggin. You notice we never went back. We had bad memories. We had night terrors because of that flight. Trying to make it across the Bering Sea, get halfway across, and Replica says, nope, you're done. Fucking pummel you into the ocean. I was fucked. It was awesome, though. It was a lot of fun. Walkabout. I'm in the same boat as you with the smoking. I can't vape in the morning, though. I get heartburn, so still in the smokes in the morning. Okay, well, Walkabout, you know what? At least you're getting through it. As long as you can do something to cut back, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by cutting back, and maybe every third or fifth cigarette will make sure that I don't have 5, and then I'll have my vape. And go from there, and then I'm going to slowly wean off. Like 1 week I'll do 5, every 5th will be a real cigarette maybe, and then maybe every 10th, and then maybe just 1 or 2 a day, and then I'm just going to cut it right out. Rooftop, I'm approaching EDDF right now, Keflavik, Frankfurt with a Boeing 744. Awesome. It is better than getting lost in the triangle, 100%. Oh, you're drinking American beer. Well, that's expected. Yeah, Mr. Salmonus, I understand that, but my objective is to try and cut the smokes out. I don't feel healthy, and I'm sick of not feeling healthy. So I wanna. It's time for me. I wanna make it gone. I don't like that part of my life. Ordered it only for the playoffs and the Super Bowl. I love it. That's awesome. Then why are you having it now? Just some that was left over? So Walkabout, I've got a rich tobacco coming, is what I have. Oh, is it? You walked into a vape shop 6 years ago and have never had a real cigarette since. Jordy Flyer, good for you, man. I'm hoping I can have that kind of experience. That would be awesome. Wildcard rounds started today? Oh, Rooftop, really? That's interesting. All right, let's get back in the cockpit, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. They don't do that in Canada that much, Replica. They don't seem to do that, which makes it tricky on its own. I don't know why, but that's not a thing. Bryce Allen, for the whole flight, how long it was, or how much longer until Wheels Down? Wheels Down's going to be about 48 minutes from now. About 48 minutes. You did it and quit for 2 years, and wife left me, so I went back. Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it, 100%. I mean, sometimes when you get in a situation like that, the best thing to do is to just do what you want to do. Last year at this time, I was in Florida. The beer was a lot cheaper. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Oh shit. What's that, disavowed? Oh, okay. G'day from Australia, Walkabout. Thank you. Nice to see you, and thank you for tuning in. You're amazing. 20 bottles of Bud or Coors Light is 11 bucks, or 11 euro, pounds. Ooh, shit, that's like 22 bucks. Actually, it's more expensive than that in Canada, Reading Rich. Oh, how long does it take for my landing gear to actually go down? Or for the whole flight? So the wheels up to down was probably 2 hours and 30 minutes. 2 hours and, that's actually say 2 hours and 15 minutes. Maybe 2:15. Oh my god, 60 euros? Ouch. But Heineken's probably a buck of beer, right? $12 bottles of Bud for 10. Wow. That's crazy. I can't drink Heineken. $14 in Texas price. Hello, bonjour. How are you? Welcome from France. Flying over right now. I am. Let's try this one. Probably a little easier to see. Whoa, what was that? It looks like I am... What is this? This is... Oh, we're France for sure. Oh yeah, where I am flying over now. I get it, yes. I am over France right now. We're just gonna let the autopilot take us where it needs to be. No point setting my heading bug because I can't see where the fuck we're going. I definitely can follow along on Navigraph and find out where we are. Where are we going next? We're direct. We just passed caught it. We're now going to Retno. $110 Hong Kong dollar for 11 Heine. The winds right now are from behind me. They're behind me, Bryce, so they're coming out of the north. We've got 257 miles to go, so about 38 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. From now on, expect high winds. Yeah, I wish I knew what my winds were right now. This is the biggest challenge to Replica pulling the instruments on me. We got 249 indicated. I have no idea what my ground speed is. You guys would be able to see what the ground speed is on the flight strip, though. Flight strip will show what that is. You think beer's cheaper in supermarkets here, but the bars in Toronto were much cheaper than in the UK for the most part? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. 335, Mr. Salmonis? Well, it's not too bad. It could be better than that, but we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Lots of clouds below us, but apparently there's some storms in Spain. We're headed to Barcelona, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. We're now heading to Dotig. Dotig is next. Guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to jam them in the chat, whatever you guys want to talk about. We're always willing to listen. I wish we had more instruments for this approach, especially with the winds, which according to Master Chief, I think said it's going to be like a 17 knot crosswind or something. A burger and a pint of Molson was $10 in one of the sports bars I went to. Shit, that's a pretty good deal. After Corona, you have to visit the US. And again, last year on the 9th of January, I was sitting in the jacuzzi and sipping some beers after my Papa John's pepperoni pizza. That'd be pretty good. The Evertonian, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Cockpitbuilders.com community. Glad to have you with us. Guys, you can follow us and subscribe over at YouTube, youtube.com/cockpitbuilders. I send all the VODs to YouTube. Less commercials to watch them over there. Plus, you can see all kinds of other content. So make sure you give us a subscribe over at youtube.com/cockpitbuilders. Geeb, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, we're making pretty good time here. 249 on the indicated, about 330 on the ground speed. We've got 238 miles to go into Barcelona, where it's apparently snowing like a bitch. Actually, according to the METAR, it's not snowing there, but other parts of Spain are getting some snow. Battery voltage is looking good. Generators are looking good. The amps on the battery are looking good. Fuel flows are good. Fuel pressures are good. Fuel quantity is checked. Just monitoring right now. Basically, that's all we are, is a pilot monitoring. The autopilot flight will be a lot smoother. What? Yeah, I can't exactly. It is a lot harder when you can't see it. Looks like some of the cloud cover's going away, and a lot more to our left. A lot more. Our current heading is what, 200 degrees, so more to our south. Looks like there's more cloud cover there, which is probably where majority of the snow is. Guys, we have no instruments because of Replica Gaming making the donations and taking them away on us. I guess he felt that it wasn't challenging enough for us going into an airport with 2,500 foot ceilings. But that's okay. We'll do the best we try. I know that the last landing we did in Frankfurt was a little heavy. I think it was minus 220 or something like that. We're 223 miles now from Barcelona. Single de-ice on the boots. $23,000 feet, guys. Flight level 230 is where we're cruising at. Let's see where we are in VATSIM world. Salon de Provence is where we're coming up on. Marseille is a lot further south than where we are. We're going to cross the Mediterranean Sea just shortly, which is right what is directly in front of us. The Mediterranean. Hey, Quirt, welcome back. Hopefully you got back in the Discord okay. I saw that your message this morning that you had to leave and come back. Hopefully you got that sorted out. Martigues is next, and that's just the city that we'll cross just as soon as we get onto the or over the Mediterranean Sea. We're basically going to fly in up the coast, I believe, into Barcelona, coming in on the 7s. No, I don't actually, but I can tell you it's an i7 8700K. Zodius subscribing with Twitch Prime. That's 17 months. Time for a crash over water? Thanks, Zodius. Appreciate that. We've just about got everything else failed, so there's not much left of the airplane left to fail. Courtesy of Mr. Replica Gaming. So it's an i7 8700K with 32 gigs of RAM. We're running a GTX 2070 Super video card. That's really all the specs you need. So I love this machine. It's actually been done very well for me. It's been a wonderful computer, and it allows me to do all kinds of fun things. Hasn't been too bad at all, actually. 199 miles to Barcelona, just on the other side of the Mediterranean. Thanks, Kurt. Love it when you light a torch, man. Holy fuck! There's a blast from the past that we haven't seen for a long time. Everybody, please pay attention, because now we are welcoming the one, the only, Mr. Bish. How's it going, my friend? How is the Bishinator, the Bishiner, the Bish loving of all Bishes. How's it going, guys? Good to see you. Thanks very much, and welcome to the stream, November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Welcome, Bish, and thank you very much for bringing your friends. We're currently just about to enter over water the Mediterranean Sea. We've had a shit ton of failures, which is why we have hardly any instruments. Out of Frankfurt into Barcelona, that's where we're going. Thank you very much, Bish. Good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen you in a long time, but really good to see you, bud. Wow, that is fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As always, guys, if you have any questions, jam in the chat. We're always happy to answer your questions. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Thanks, Scotty. Guys, if you do have any questions, we're happy to answer them. The sim looks like it's fucked, but that's just because Replica started sending money, and that causes all kinds of failures. We basically are running on fumes at this point. Going into Barcelona, we're 189 miles out. Welcome, welcome. How's Shot Kiev doing? Good to see ya. Shot Kiev, thank you very much, yeah, Bish, for sending us here. That was awesome. I am staying safe, Bish. Not so bad. We had a few issues where I am, but looks like they get sorted out. And actually, when I go to work, we've got our own testing at work now, so it's pretty good. Oh, the airplane's turning, and it's going to make me sick. So hopefully we're on our way to the next waypoint. Otherwise, something else failed. I'm doing very good, Shot Kiev. Thanks for coming by. They have a nice harbor there if you need to ditch. That's a great place to ditch, I guess. That's a great place to ditch. I just want to make sure this thing is sending us where it's supposed to be sending us, but so far, so good. Is the breaker panel simulated? Actually, Skipper Jeff, that's the only thing. The circuit breaker panel is not. I do have one breaker on the landing gear. That one is definitely enabled, but all that does is it's the circuit breaker for the light inside the handle. Is it a sim? Yeah, it's a sim. It's totally a sim. A beautiful sim. It's built out of a real airplane, guys. A 1974 King Beechcraft Model 99. Serial number U158. We converted it into a KingAir 350i, and it's behaving quite nice. We're on the autopilot right now, cruising at flight level 230. Breaker panels are a lot of work, Skipper Jeff, but they're not so bad. I mean, I really could run all the inputs through them, but the breaker panel has seen better days. Unfortunately, when I got the real airplane, somebody didn't take too much time and effort when they were parting the airplane out, and it got smashed pretty bad. But we've tried to give it a new life. It's not too bad. Well, thanks, Shot Kiev. I appreciate that. Guys, we do have no instruments, and that's courtesy of Replica Gaming. He failed all our instruments. The donations caused failures, and unfortunately, Replica had a field day with me as we were getting out of Frankfurt. Shot Kiev, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Guys, we've got only 173 miles to Barcelona. So we'll start our descent in about 75, 80 miles. We'll be on our way down. Indicated is 249. We're about 330 over the ground. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate the comments. Yeah, we do the best we can to make sure that everybody's doing well and entertained. Entertainment is the name of the game. Usually 3 days a week stream. Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Usually around 23:30 Zulu. 23:30 Zulu or 0 Zulu. Fly Low 87, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, the wraparound screen provided by Fly Elise NG Immersive Display Pro is amazing software if you're trying to put together a wraparound screen. We're using 3 projectors in this setup. The ultimate license is 480 euros, and it does allow you to do up to 16 projectors in one shot. Swiss Cheese, thank you very much for the follow. Happy New Year, Solar Hawk. Hopefully you and your family are doing well and you had a good holiday. Moro Cycles, thank you very much for the follow. Absolutely, Skipper Jeff. I have a couple of times had a guest in the right seat. So sometimes that's pretty handy, but usually when I have a guest over, I jam them in the left seat and then stream it so all the viewers can watch, point the finger, and laugh at them. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun that way. We're going to be doing the descent checklist here shortly. Thanks, Motorcycles. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty cool setup. I'm very happy with it. Still need more failures. I need to add more failures. Need to have a lot more fun with it, that's for sure. Bish 753. Dude, I thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for following. I appreciate you actually hanging out. Haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you. Hopefully you had a good flight. All right, we're direct to Nildu now, guys. November, India Lima Delta uniform. That's coming up. And then we're basically going to be starting the arrival. Which arrival did I pick? I believe I picked the Brisbane 2 Yankee. So we'll put in the arrival. Brisbane 2 Yankee. There it is there. And it's going to be 7 right or 7 left. Let's have a look. It's a lot more fun having guests struggle to fly from the right seat. Yeah, Skipper Jeff, the problem, I haven't tried it with the projectors myself. I haven't even, when I had the screens, the wraparound screens, there was a real bad crab from the right seat and it was hard. So I usually put them in the left seat so they can do the engine starts and everything, because there's obviously no engine start switches or anything on the left side. I think we're going to be doing... Cargo terminal is there. GA is going to be over here, I'm thinking. So we're going to pick 7 left, I think is going to be our deal. Let's do 7 left and see how that works out for us. And let's execute that, and let's hope for the best. And make sure... I'm going to have to do a lot of hand flying VFR because we lost the instruments. I don't even have the ND, so I don't even know where I'm going to be. I just want to find out when I get closer to the airport. I want runway 7 left. I probably should have... So we did keep the same approach as what I had. So at least I'll be able to follow in until I can join like a mid-right downwind or a mid-left downwind for 7 left is probably what I'll do. I actually like having somebody in the cockpit with me. It does make it a lot more fun, 100%. It's an incredible experience when you can have somebody in the airplane to chat with. Whoa, seatbelt signs are going on. Just a little bit on the turbulence side for some reason. Apparently the current METAR guys is showing winds at 25 gusting to 41 going into Barcelona. And what's our distance now? 167 miles. Top of descent is showing 92 miles. So if we take 90 away from that, I think it's going to be a little high. So I think we'll probably start down a little sooner. What's my distance at a Nildu? So let's say that we go Bisba. Let's do... What's our distance here? Let me see. Progress page. We're 163 to the airport. So that'd be about 80 miles here. So Bisba should be about 110 miles. There's really not that much there. So if we look at... What is this waypoint right here? That's Nemum, which is interesting. It's not in here. November Echo Mike, Uniform Mike. Nildu, Bisba, and then we'll do November Echo Mike, Uniform Mike. Put that in. sharing the flight with another pilot or friend is always more enjoyable. Skipper Jeff, it always has been. When I fly in World Flight Team USA, when we fly, it's always more fun and more enjoyable when you have some extra people hanging around with you. It makes it so much better. BL038. See if it'll take that. BL038, and what is the latitude and longitude on you? I think it's going to be this one. What's that give us for a distance? 57 miles? Nemum to there, it's about 57 miles. And then BL012 will be after that. That kind of will keep me going where I understand where the hell I am. And then we'll go Victor, India, Bravo, India, Mike. And then that should give us a better plan, a better route. We'll see what happens, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Happy Saturday, November 38, Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Now we show 183 miles from the airport because I've just made a proper approach following the actual approach chart going into the airport just to make things a little better for us. So I got 100 miles and then I'll be on my descent. We could have flown direct. But the actual approach goes around this way, so we'll probably stick with that. It's going to bring us directly into the airport, and then we'll make a mid-left downwind for runway 7 left. It's probably the best way to do it. At least that's what my plan is. Things could change a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, the other thing I could do is, because there is no ATC on, we could hit Nemum, and then we could go basically direct. I could do that as well and just join a mid-left downwind for 07. We'll see how it goes when we get a little bit closer and I start a descent. We'll kind of figure out what we're going to do there, because there's no point going out into the Mediterranean Sea a little further than what we need to. Oh, B Squad Leader, that was courtesy of Replica Gaming. He donated and killed our avionics. So we're basically, right now, IFR relying on what's in the flight management computer. But we're going to be switching to VFR when we get down a little lower. I am a little concerned because the weather is showing clouds down to 2,500. And the airport elevation, according to here, is... 8 feet, something like that. You can, yeah, I could totally use the left side. The rudder pedals, the yokes, it can all be done. Oh wait, what do you mean I can use the left side? I am on the left side. Oh, I can use the first officer side, yeah, but unfortunately it's over there. It's not in front of me. He failed the captain's side, then he failed the first officer side. Yeah, I knew. I kind of figured out what you mean. Reading Rich. As far as I know, things are still going. So we're basically using our virtual 4-flight app to get us into Barcelona. So we're going to go into... as far as Nemum, and then I think maybe we will fly the coastline. So at Nemum, we'll start down. Squad leader, that's funny. It's all good, man. Let's change this up. So we're going to go Nemum. We'll go BGR. I like this better. It's going to give us more. Nemum and then BGR, the VOR, which is Bagger. 1112-2. And then after Bagger, we're going to go right up the coast. And let's pick Kalela. Charlie Lima Echo. That's going to be better. And then we're basically going to go to Barcelona, BCN. And by then, Barcelona 116.7, that's correct. Then we're going to go here. That'll straighten things up for us a little bit. Cheers at Scotty. I can't bloody wait for my real internet to be installed. This phone pairing thing is hit and miss. This Silver Main, this is 2020. There we go, 124 miles and from the airport, and it says 50 miles top of descent. We're gonna do a lot sooner than that.
Top of descent in 50 miles.
There we go. Descend now is set. And that's going to put us at Bisba. Where are we here? So that's 32 miles. That's 42 miles. 52 miles. 62, 68 miles. So let's do... It is just like SimFest UK. Same idea. This is out of a real airplane. This is a real airplane. And it's been converted. So I think what we're going to do is Bisba, we're going to set 220. And then I did... Let's do at Nenda, let's do 100. Which was CLE. This will keep the speed back. All right, let's do our descent checklist. Before I do that, all right, descent checklist. Pressurization is set, cabin altitude set, the rate control has been set, altimeters will do and through 7,000. Cabin signs are as required, windshield anti-ice is on, brake de-ice is also on. Cabin equipment has been possessioned, all the seats and chairs are in their upright and lateral position. Tables are stowed, high definition monitors are stowed, and the ottomans have all been seated up in row 3 and row 4 because I'm not carrying any passengers tonight. The approach speeds, let's go ahead and put those in. Route data, route. Performance in at thrust limit approach, we're doing a 40/124, and that should give us a VREF of 108 knots. So VREF is going to be 108, which means our approach is going to be 108 for landing, and approach climb is going to be 108 plus 10 knots, which gives us VREF plus 10, which is 118 knots, which will be our climb if we have an issue. And Bach landing also VREF at 108. Landing weight we already know is around 13,000 pounds. It's giving us a VREF of about 112. 108's close enough, so my weights might be a little off. Auto feather is armed. Auto feather is armed. Environmental and bleed air systems are all on. Cabin lights are as required. Cabin signs are also on. Flaps will go to approach when we get closer. Not there yet. Landing gear will also be down. Exterior and interior lights are also as required. The radar is also required, and surface de-ice will do as we get closer. Down we go. Wow, that requires probably a lot of work with all the wiring and setting up the screens and switches. So fly low, we're looking at 9,000 feet linear of single strand copper wire. I ripped it apart last Christmas, and I've had a pretty damn good success with it since then. It took me about 3 weeks to rebuild it after I completely ripped it apart. But general workings, like when I want to fly, I just turn it on and away it goes. It's not really that much of a big deal, but... .220 in the descent. We're looking at vertical speed about 1310 is what the target is, so it should pick up here very, very shortly. We'll go to a pattern altitude of around 2,000 feet. Barcelona, here we come. That warning crescent moon looks cool. Yeah, it does. It's very, 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 very subtle. Very, very subtle. This is actually scares the shit out of me when I have no instruments. I hate that. I do have my standby and the first officer PFD I can keep an eye on. Still makes me nervous. I do need a METAR though, disavowed, or anybody, Scotty. Could I have a METAR for Barcelona, please? I gotta make sure my altimeters are set when we get through about, I think it's 6,000 or 7,000 here. Thanks, disavowed. Altimeter's gonna be 1006, hot off the press, right off the printer. So we still got 050 at 28 knots, gusting to 43 knots now. Nice. A few clouds at 2,600, broken at 5,500. Temperatures 8, dew points 3, altimeter 1006. Handy. Reading Rich, no. When I tore it apart, I wasn't uploading to YouTube at the time, and that's now why I upload to YouTube, because they never delete the shit. Pisses me off that I lost that, because that would have been awesome. When we showed everybody on stream how things were put together, and when everybody watched me rip it apart, and I sobbed and cried like a little baby, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I wish the VOD of the build was there, Reading Rich, but Twitch only carries so many VODs and they deleted it. The 22 Zulu is up, winds are calming. Oh, really? I just got it that fast. They showed that they were 28 gusting to 43, so I must have got it just before it updated. A little. Yeah, I don't think a little is it. Where are we at here on the descent? So Ninda, I said, was... That's CLE, and we're supposed to be at 10,000. We're going down at 1,100 feet a minute, and according to this, drag is required, okay? All right, anti-ice is going on. We'll put the recognition lights on now through 19,000. Looks like 3,000 is the final altitude. Things are going pretty good here, guys. So far, so good. We're currently 78 miles out of the airport. props back to idle. All right, everything else looks not too bad. Not too bad. Not so bad. Barcelona, folks, here we come out of Frankfurt. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. You can join us on YouTube, youtube.com/cockpitbuilders. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you get notified we send the VODs there. Eventually, we might actually stream on YouTube. For now, we're streaming here at Twitch. Twitch.tv/cockpitbuilders. You can get us on Twitter at cockpitbuilders, Instagram, CB_cockpitbuilders, and of course, you can get us just about anywhere, even cockpitbuilders.com. Altitude is 16,500 in the descent to 10,000. 10,000, we're supposed to be at Killela. 10,000. Wow, this freaks me the shit out. We got clouds now. Figures, it was clear. Now the clouds, they're back. Speed's 210, not so bad. We get down through that cloud layer, I think it was at 5,500. We'll probably, if we can, switch to the autopilot off and try and do this manually. It's going to be tricky though, depending on what my visibility is. I hate flying with the autopilot, but I might have to do some of it until I can at least see the ground. Looks like we got about 1,500 a foot per minute down. Speed's 209, still good. We brought the speed right back. Better to be going down nice and slow. Slow down, then go down, because you can't go down and slow down, if you know what I mean. You can't slow down and go down. You have to do one or the other. So usually you slow down, then you go down, which is what we did. 209 on the speed, coming back to 200. Picked up a little bit of speed while we were descending, but not too bad. Fuel flow is good. Engines are good. Fuel quantity is good. Looks like we got about 225 pounds aside. Fuel pressure's good, oil temperature's good. Try and get these, we'll see what happens. I get nervous sometimes, especially when I can't see. All in another day's work. Okay guys, start those predictions. You want to make your predictions, let's get them in. Start those predictions and let's see what happens. We're within 60 miles of the airport. Starting with whoever likes. The last landing, guys, was negative 225, I think. 225, 227. Landings have in the past been as good as minus 30. So it all depends on how things go. They could be good, they could be bad, but get your predictions in. Let's go. 1,000 to go. Crossing 10. Landing lights, they're going on. We're 500 above where we should have been. That's not too bad. Continuing the descent now to 6,800 at BCN. which is Barcelona. We could probably choose that. We could bring that down, actually. Let's bring that down to 6. That gives us a little better to get down to the 3 that we need. Flight level change, she goes. The coast of Barcelona looks pretty good. I can sort of see it through the clouds there. Looks like we are where we say we are. Kind of like the idea going down the coast. It was a little better. We get down through these clouds, it'll probably be a lot better too. I'll feel a little bit better about it once I get below them. What was it? 5,500 was the first layer? Yeah, broken at 55. And then a few clouds at 2,600. So when we get below 55, we should be okay. Sim Toolkit Pro, thank you very much for the follow. We're specifically using Sim Toolkit software. Of course, we love it. Everything about it. Although I am looking forward to the next release to be coming out soon because I've had a couple of disconnects recently. And I admire everything you do, Dan. Everything you do is awesome. Sorry, guys, we'd have more instruments, but unfortunately, Replica Gaming caused all the failures, and we've got nothing to go on. Nothing to go on. Thanks, Replica. I appreciate that again, by the way. No instruments. We're IFR right now. 5,500. We should break out. We're going to switch VFR. As soon as we get below the clouds, it should make things a lot easier. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. All right, we're 6,000. We're down early compared to where we should be, which is good. We'll maintain 6 until we get across Barcelona. We'll start down, or maybe just a little bit before that, we'll start down again. I really want to break out. Actually 5. Let's do 5. I wish there was ATC here, but of course there is not. We got VATSIM'd. Normally, guys, we do fly on the POSCON network, which is our favorite network to fly on, but sometimes this is what we set up for. A bit longer to get some things fixed and updated. Hoping not much longer till it's ready. Well, honestly, hopefully you had a great holiday, and I don't think anybody can blame you for taking time off, spending some time with your family, dude. Really appreciate everything you do and all the work you do on Sim Toolkit Pro. It's by far the best software in its class that I've ever used, so I love it. It is awesome, guys. If you haven't used Sim Toolkit Pro, Scotty, let's do a shout out for Sim Toolkit too, please. Or disavowed, whichever one. Absolutely incredible individual, and takes the words from the community and the suggestions and tries to implement them as best he can, and by far just a round great guy. If you're not using the software, you should be. Oh, now I got somebody wanting me to contact them. And of course, how do you do, this is why I like POSCON. How do you do a text message in a cockpit like this? Hang on one sec to your hats, guys. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Let me grab that message and find out what he wants me to contact him on. Because they don't even use real world frequencies, so... Nope. Negative. What frequency is it on? 118325. 118325. Negative. What did I say? 118325. Call them up. 118325. Whoops. Barcelona Tower, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Number 38 Alpha Kilo, you want to say again?
Yeah, I just want to let you know, no, negative. We were planning for 7 left. We're just going to join a mid-left downwind for 7 left, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Copy that. Is that because of performance reasons or?
Performance reasons, and that's just what we had planned, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. The winds will get a little bit of a crosswind. We're okay with that. I mean, if you want us to switch to 2, just be advised I have absolutely no instruments right now.
Okay, copy that. You can continue planning for runway 07 left. Just advise when you're established on the localization.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Thanks very much, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
No worries.
All right, props are going all the way forwards, guys. We're gonna drop 1 notch flap. Little high for that, but that'll keep us going, and we'll continue this descent going down. This is so sick. Well, like I said, it'd be a lot better if I had my instruments, but Replica Gaming, my good friend there, decided to give us some donations, which obviously caused failures, and we lost the beautiful instruments that we have. But that's okay, we're not complaining.
Welcome to Barcelona, taxi to stunt 103 uniform, Sierra and Gate Echo November.
Oh, I don't even know. We need... yaw damper off. Everything else looks pretty good. I want to make sure that I have the approach plate up here. Let's get that set up so I can see where I'm at. Whoops, watch what you're doing. Where are we at? 3,800? We want to be at 3,000 basically. What's going on here?
Go ahead.
Yes, we would like to request the stand 25577 on 1 if possible, but stand 45.
Let's get up this speed. Alright, flaps can come back up.
Stand 258 via Sierra, Golf November, Echo 7, clear to cross runway 25 right, not active.
No, I have taken the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I have taken the Flight Sim 2020 flight model, and I have drastically, and I mean drastically, modified it to suit my needs a little better. Let's just put it that way. But God, I hate it when VATSIM's audio does that. Fuck, I wish they would fix that. It would really be handy though. I've modified the airplane pretty heavily, and you know, it's not too bad, but it still needs improvements. There we go.
2,500.
And of course that's not going to show me because it's not to scale. So we'll set up over here. Thanks, Scotty. Yeah, it does hurt my ears big time. And we're going to make a left turn, and he said establish on the localizer. We got pretty good visibility here, so we're going to go ahead. We're just going to make that left turn. Landing lights are on. Auto feather, auto ignition is on. Seatbelt signs are on. And then we're going to do some checks. Landing checks, landing checklist. Approach flaps are definitely going down now. We don't want to climb. 3,000 is where we're supposed to be. Oh, I could totally fly. My friend has a 737 on a full motion platform, so I can fly that just fine. Wow, those winds are really 41 knot gusts. I wish I could see what the PFD was showing right now. 132 on the speed is a little slow. There's VREF coming up. All right, gears coming down. Yeah, my last sim was a 737. Sim before that was a Dassault Falcon 900EX. And the sim before that was a Airbus A330. So I've been building simulators for over 20 years now. At Barcelona Tower, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo, we're established. Runway 07 left, Barcelona.
Number 38 Alpha Kilo, wind 050 degrees 24 knots, gusting 39. Runway 07 left, clear to land.
24 gusting 39. Clear to land, runway 7 left, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. We are high. Trim. Trim, trim, trim. All right, landing checklist.
2,500.
Landing checklist, if you have it. Normal landing, flaps are down, airspeed, VREF is checked. Yaw dampener is off, power levers are at idle, and full prop levers are full forward. Gear is down, power levers are selected, ground fine. Landing checklist is complete. Wind shear right off the bat, that's kind of nice. There it is again. Son of a bitch. That's the gust to 39, folks. Gust to 39. If you could see the PFD right now, it's all over the place.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
You think? Plane is not happy. Well, this doesn't have predictive wind shear in it either. This is just real full-time wind shear. Just a little fast on the VREF, but... Oh, wow, she's really pissed, isn't she?
Wind shear, wind shear, Wind shear. Wind shear.
No, I've never heard it.
Wind shear.
The wind shear go off that much before.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
I've never heard that warning go off and pop up on the PFD like that so much. There we go. We got 3 white, 1 red.
500.
2 white, 2 red. Speed check.
$400.
3 white, 1 red. 2 white, 2 red.
300.
Ooh.
Approaching minimums.
3 red, 1 white.
Minimums.
Continue. Speed's too low.
$100.
7 is seen.
50. 40. 30.
E.
20. 10.
Oh, not bad.
6945, thank you for flying.
Reversers engaged.
Frequency change approved, and see you next time, bye-bye. KingAir Alpha Kilo, bienvenidos a Barcelona, welcome to Barcelona. Do you have any standard preference?
No, just GA ramp would be great. KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
And KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, vacate to your left and taxi via Papa 2. Uniform to stand to ramp 40 via the aforementioned taxi instruction.
Thank you very much. We'll go Papa 2 across uniform. Thanks very much, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. All right, landing lights are off. Strobe lights. Oh, Katie Pilot rating with 139 viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Barcelona, Katie Pilot. Wow, really? Katie Pilot rating with 139 viewers. As if, Katie, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you very much for the raid. We just landed at our destination. I feel so bad. Katie, you are an incredible streamer. Thank you very much for the raid. And welcome to all your viewers. Guys, we just landed at Barcelona, and we're taxiing Papa 2 to uniform, making our way to the terminal. Absolutely, yeah, Katie, we've been flying for the last 2.5, 3 hours. We came from Frankfurt in the KingAir all the way to Barcelona, and we're getting wind shears alerts the whole time we were landing. It was absolutely incredible. Taxi lights are on, guys. Tail light is going, recognition lights are going off. Auto feather, auto ignition. Thank you very much, and welcome to all your viewers, Katie. Absolutely incredible lady, and really appreciate you bringing your friends to check us out. Just going to clear all the failures so that we can get our instruments back. And you had her queued up so we could raid her tonight. Oh, Katie, you're incredible. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Aviator, Addy, JS Gaming, appreciate the support. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We're just going to taxi to the terminal, and thank you, Abducted, Joe KPHX, Star Fries, That Dumb Kyle, thank you very much, Dave, 1682, thank you very much for the follows, guys. One generator's going off, master caution. Coffee pot's going off, sorry, boys. Wisconsin, thank you very much for the follow. Cameron, Pether, appreciate the follow. And Eagle Firefly, thank you very much. Katie Pilot, amazing streamer, and a fantastic community for all of Twitch, actually. Don Diener, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, big shout out to Katie Pilot for the raid. We had a raid from Bish just before that, and Katie Pilot, welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are absolutely lucky. Katie, hopefully you had a good flight and it went well. And the beautiful Airbus that you fly. I always envy you for being able to fly that thing from the right seat. GabSim, thank you very much for the follow. You can always go around, isn't that the truth? Thank you very much for the follow. All right, prop sync is off, TCAS is off. Make sure the weather radar and all that jazz is all off. Brown Doe, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Guys, appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all awesome. Normally, guys, we stream Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. We'll be streaming again tomorrow night at 23:30 hours Zulu. You can catch us tomorrow night, 23:30 hours Zulu. You don't know how I do it? Which, Katie? Be able to remember everything and do it? I don't know how you fly the A320 from the right seat. Holy cow. Oh, because I'm always in the left seat. I see what you mean. Yeah, you're probably used to that left seat. Come on, Tug. Get out of my way. Keep going. Are you going to sit there? All right, I'll go around you. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, Katie. It does make it a little tricky, I guess, if you do what you're used to do, right? That's actually one of the biggest things that I found out from anybody that was transferring from the right seat into the left was trying to get used to that side stick being in the other hand. And I don't think the FOs, I don't think you guys have a tiller on the right-hand side, do you? I don't think you guys could taxi from the right. I guess maybe aircraft option, perhaps. Every aircraft has a different option. Looks like there might be a marshaller over there for us. We do on your airline, but lots don't. Oh, that's good then. That's very handy then if you actually have one. Brake stuck. All right, brake de-ice can go off. Pitot heat, windshield heat, prop protection for the ice, and the fuel protection for the ice can all go off. Oh, I wouldn't, Mr. Scooter, I wouldn't go that far. Definitely not. There are so many people with a lot more experience and a lot more incredible talent than I have. I'm not even a real pilot. I just fake it. Fake it till you make it. All right, I see the marshaller. I'm just hoping I'm the right direction on him. Looks like we're getting a little precip here. Which way do you want us to go? Which way are you facing, buddy? You facing me? Go around here. Make a right. This is you. I can't really see him that well. He's kind of in my way. Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants me to go around, I guess. We'll go around, spin around the other way. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. It's a real Beechcraft Model 99 that I've, serial number U158, that I've converted into the 350i. 1974 vintage, actually, to be honest with you. All right, let's spin right around. Maybe we'll be pointing more at where he wants us to be. We go around where this Crash 8 is. We'll go back at them the other direction. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. He might accept us over there. I wish they would give you the stand, where maybe a little pop-up that would come up and tell you where the marshallers are currently sitting. That would make my life way easier instead of just, you know, driving around the taxiway looking for the appropriate guy that's holding on to batons. There's got to be a way. Actually, it'd be even cooler if there was a spot where you could just assign them. No, none of these guys have batons. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just coming by. Yeah, you don't have batons either. So there's no point going to you. All right, we'll just turn around, pull up to this, push back right next to this beautiful, beautiful airplane. Love the KingAir. KingAir is a beautiful airplane. What's that?
I said it's going on the boat tomorrow anyhow.
It is going on the boat. Actually, we should have dropped it off at cargo. We're going back to the U.S., guys. This was our last of our European tour. We'll be back again soon. We love Europe, but, you know, once a year we like to do it. Always visit Europe and hop about the amazing scenery that is the European scenery. We love it all. I got to visit so many places this stream or this tour that I've actually never ever visited before. I love the European trip. It's fantastic. There we go. We'll pull into this stand right here. And there we go. All right, parking brake is set. Taxi lights, ice lights. Tail light is off. Auto feather, auto ignition, generators, avionics. Props, feather, seat belts. And beacon light can go off now. Master caution. Master caution. Both blades are stopped. Absolutely, just like that, folks. Yeah, absolutely, just like GSX. But it would be nice if they had marshalers at every stand, so it wasn't just one marshaler and you had to like look around and try and find them. It would be so much better if you actually had maybe 10 of them spread out across the airport. But I am sure that they probably use some resources, so maybe it's not going to work out so well. But anyways, absolutely, Strew Compton, thank you very much for the follow. Griffin 10123, thank you for the follow. Go Kip, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I call it a Crash 8. It's like a Dash 8, Q400 or Q200. They're like a Crash 8, not a... Anyway, it is what it is. I call them a Crash 8 on purpose. You did miss the stream. The checklist was incredible, Jared. You'll see. We've got it laminated. Double-sided. It is absolutely 100% perfect. Thank you very much, Jared, for helping me out with that. Absolutely incredible. Guys, we're going to stream again tomorrow night, 23:30 hours Zulu. Super huge, big hug. Thank you for Miss Katie Pilot. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome to your viewers. A big shout out and a high five for Mr. Bish for his raid. Absolutely incredible. Disavowed, tell me, where are we going to send these wonderful people, these amazing viewers?
Oh, we're going to go over to see 757 Spy.
Sweet. All right, let's go check out Dave, 757 Spy. He's another really good friend of mine. Love hanging out with 757 Spy. We'll go over there. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you very much, Dan, Katie. You guys are all awesome. We'll see you guys all on the flip side. Until then, November 30th, Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com, live on Twitch. Have a good night, everybody.